My name is Laura Ann Allen. I am so thankful that today is Friday. Um, but also, I want to just be thankful for what this week has shown me because I am in a season. I think I've been in a season probably for the last 6 months to protect the peace. Okay, protect my peace, protect my peace that I get from the word, and what I receive from the word. And, you may see me posting on my social media pages on, the scriptures that I read and the reflection of and digging deeper into the word. Y'all, this is just all on what I'm getting from the word. And, beginning of this year, I want to encourage someone right now because I don't know if someone's listening right now, but beginning of this year started really rough. Okay, it was kind of like a breath of fresh air for a door to close, but also it was rough, and I had to do some self reflection. I had to instead of worrying about what the world says, I had to start worrying about what the word says. And so I'll give you a little backstory on just why am I doing this? Like, why am I choosing to dig deeper into the word? Well, because Jesus saves. And you're probably like, "Oh Lord, like, Laura is always talking about Jesus, but I am because of what I'm learning. And, I'm a type of person that, I don't mind to learn new things. I don't mind to grow in new ways. I have always been the type of person that if I want to cut my hair and put bangs on, I'm going to do it. It might take me a couple years to make that executive decision, but I'm going to do it. And so, I'm just kind of like I am a go with the flow kind of person the older that I get, but I do realize that when I was younger, I did have a lot of like control issues that I was trying to control everything and trying to make sure that I had put my 2 cents into everything. And I don't need it to. I don't need to anymore. And so, I am like a couple chapters short from where the well encounter is right now, and they're in Esther. I'm still in Nehemiah, and so but I'm trying to catch up, okay, because I'm also reading two books at the same time. Like, I've never used to pick up a book to read, okay? So this is all very different than what I used to do in the past. And so I saw a reel this morning, and it was a mama with 3 kids. She was in the gym. She had a text overlay, and she says, "The older I get, the more I want to protect my peace, and the more I want to, get my body healthy, and, sharpen my brain and get into the word." And I'm like, gosh, like, yeah, like, I do see that for myself. Like, you know, I know there will be a time where I'll have a little bit more time on my hands and not have a toddler running around. So, one day I'm excited to get back into the gym and physically get back in shape. Because right now I'm really not physically in shape. I mean, I'm just not. But my mind is becoming sharper. Okay. But anyway, so a little backstory. So a friend of mine, Amber, she invited me to a virtual Bible gathering. They read a chapter a day. It's called the Well Encounter. They have grief and loss gatherings on Mondays. They have one on Thursday at 11 a.m. now, and then they have one at 10 a.m., which I'm gonna get on at 10 once I get off this stream. But I really just it was just honestly women coming together and simply just reading a chapter a day, reflecting. And now they have an app where you can go in and you can they're called reading challenges, where you can go in and put your reflections in there. and so much more resources in the Well Encounter. But really thankful for that. And I'm gonna be very quite honest. Like there was a long time where I didn't actually have like I've had like a student study Bible, and I'm gonna be honest. Like I used it, put it away, used it, put it away, used it, put it away. And then I'm gonna be honest. When people used to give me like the little Bibles, I would just I would just either put them in a drawer or throw them away. I'm gonna be completely honest. And you're probably thinking, "Oh my gosh." Well, back then I didn't really, I don't know, I really just didn't care. I mean, to be honest, I cared, but I didn't care. And so now that I'm 30 and I'm a mom and I'm a wife and I'm a business owner, it's and I have that entrepreneur like mindset, and I want to help people and encourage people and motivate people. And now that I have a podcast and all these things, like, I am the type of person that I am going to do the work also, though. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and put a bunch of scriptures on my Facebook if if I'm not really like doing the work. Doing the work, it means that I'm reading and I'm reflecting on it. And there might be a couple days where I have to sit on the reflection for a while because I'm like, I don't really know what this scripture means. And so anyways, a couple nights ago I wrestled with a Facebook post, and it was someone that shared someone else's opinion about women pastoring. And I don't know, it was like a real, like, it really stuck with me, and it like stuck me to the point where like I wanted to go to war. I wanted to go to war because I but not in a war of like, I want to fuss you out, but in a war of how dare you say the things that you're saying? How dare you even come across a platform like this and say things like, or share things from another man's perspective and share that? Like, how dare you? Like how dare you? And so the thing said, perhaps women pastors and women preachers are the most obvious evidence of churches rebelling against the Bible. I can't think of anything that is far reaching as a woman rebelling against the word of God with regard to women preachers. Women who pastor, women who preach in a church are a disgrace, and they openly reflect opposition to the clear command of the word of God. This is a flagrant disobedience and has been acceptable in our culture and now acceptable even in the evangelical world. You can't say you're a woman preacher preaching the Bible and be by virtue of that very role dishonoring God and his word. And when someone shared this post, hey baby, hey baby, what? You want to watch something else? Okay. You want to play what is it? Crab. Oh, you got to catch the crab, I think. Oh, you got to swim. You got to swim. Okay? Diving mask. Yeah, it tells you. Sorry, I'm mommy mode for a second. Yeah. All right, pick a new level. It's telling you what it is. Here, go put it. Mommy's on a live right now. Okay. Here. You gotta click it. You gotta put the sun. It's like a picture game. Sun. You gotta put the sun up in the sky. Here you go. Here. If you don't like the game, pick another game real quick. Okay. Flower. It's telling you what it is. Flower. Here. Sorry. And so, I saw that and I was like, oh, like I really wanted to put, well, I'm gonna say this. I wanted to put my warrior armor on and go fight for that because I don't consider myself a preacher. I don't consider myself a pastor. I don't even have the labels for that. I just literally am learning the word. I'm learning literally, and it's my social media. I feel like that if I am learning something and I am getting something from the word, okay? I'm journaling, I'm doing the work behind closed doors, behind the scenes. I'm listening to praise and worship music. I'm in what I'm doing in my household, and I'm getting this, then I feel like that there is someone out there that is a woman, that is a mother, that is a wife, that maybe be in the what's the word? Maybe in the toddler stage, maybe you're in a newborn stage. Maybe you're alone in the season that you're in motherhood. I don't know what it is, but I feel like that my messages can come across to help someone, not to hurt someone, okay? And it's a reflection that I get, that I'm just putting out there for people to see, okay? And I know that there are people out there that are going to backlash it. I know there are people out there that are not going to even care 2 cents of what I'm posting. And that's okay, but I'm not worried about others right now. I'm worried about the one that has like this lump in her throat all the time when she goes to church, and she feels that pull of giving her life to Christ, or that she's crying and she's praying and she's like, God, let me like, I need you. Like, I need you in my life. Like, cuz I remember that almost 3 years ago, almost 4, I mean, yeah, almost 3 years ago, and I remember that same feeling. And I didn't grow up in church, but I did go to church occasionally, not all the time. And so, I am doing things differently. It does not make me better than you. I'm just saying, like, I'm choosing to do things differently than what I did in the past, and creating better daily habits in my life surrounding the Lord and what I'm getting from the word first before I dive into the world and all of the negativity and all of the distractions. And I'm just trying to focus on the good, okay? Because the enemy wants us to focus on the negativity all the time. And I'm here to go ahead and tell you that, when I saw this, and I commented under it, and then I like started like diving deeper into things, and I was like, you know what, Laura, stop, protect your peace, just block him, just protect your peace, just block. Your social media is for you. Your social media, again, and I'm gonna say this in another way, we get so caught up on doom scrolling, and our, like, I call it brain rotting, that we look at things like this, and then we get caught up in a loop of this, and our brain is going, because again, we're in a world now that we're in too much information. We get too much information put at us at all times, and our brain goes in overload. But also, it's the very same reason when I saw this post that I had to like really sit in it for a second and be like, okay, this is not a flesh move. Do not make a flesh move. Don't, because the flesh move would be, the old me would want to really sit there and cuss him out. But I did not. I did not. I literally, that would have been the old me. That would have been the old me. But the new me, I had to sit there and I'm like, you know what? No, I need to sit here and pray. I need to ask God what he wants me to say. Like, there's just things that I do differently now that I used to not do. And um again, I work on it every single day. I work on it every single day. And so, you know, uh going into this, I did a comment, and then this person commented back, and then I was you're cold? Well, here, I'll get you a blanket. Hold on. Um and then I decided to delete the comment and just block, because I needed to protect my peace. Okay. So, anyways, um, going fast forward. Okay. So in turn that down. Turn it down. Sorry. So, in today, I had John chapter 10, which was in my Bible app, and I wanted to reflect on this for a second because I was like, this is good. And I wrote a post about it, and I wanted to explore the message a little bit in John chapter 10, because, again, I'm no Bible scholar, so I have to do a lot of reading, rereading, journaling, I had a y'all. Let me just show y'all something. Okay, I went to CVS in where I live and got a notebook because I needed a notebook. Like I'm like this is how much I'm writing. Like I never knew the beginning of this year that I would be writing this much, and I'm thankful for it. But I I used to put everything in my notes, but now I'm writing in my journal. So I'm excited because I am almost done with. I mean, you can get a journal from Ollie's for $2.99. Okay, very 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 cheap. And I only have like maybe less than 10 pages. I mean, I have gone through this book. Like the back of it is my husband joked with me yesterday or day before yesterday, and he was like, one day I'm gonna read your journal. And I was like, no, don't do that. That's my journal. And I was, but then I was like, you know what, if he does and he gets the and he reads it and he gets my perspective on what I'm getting from the Lord, then whatever. But it's about family, life, challenges, tears. I mean, there's been tears written probably on a couple of these pages. It's been reflections, whatever the case may be, but I had to get a new one. So I'm excited to use like an actual notebook, just a smaller version of a regular size notebook. So and I'm also diving into the Savvy Christian, the God of Life. So, like, again, I'm not sitting here talking about all this stuff and just sitting here saying this. I'm sitting here showing you that I do these things, and it is helping me. It's helping my brain. It's helping my mind. Brain and mind, same thing. It's helping me as a mom. It's helping me as a wife. It is helping me in my own emotional instability. Sometimes I'm learning, trying to be a little bit more emotionally intelligent. I'm trying to not react as fast to things and be more slow to speak on things compared to what I normally used to be like. And so again, I'm proud of where I have gone this year. I haven't done extravagant things this year as far as accomplishments, but I have done things in my life this year that I am proud of, because this is something that I wanted to do last year, but I didn't. And I made the initiative this year to get into the word more, to dig deeper and learn. Okay. And that is what I'm doing. I am learning as I am growing. Okay. And so in John chapter 10, it talks about and I'm reading from the NLT version, and now you can choose what version you want to read, but I'm choosing the NLT version in the beginning because I'm learning. I'm learning how to, and if I need a reflection, I will go and I will find the reflection of um in another translation. Then I'll go back to the NLT, and then we keep it moving. Okay. Um but let me go into, hold on. Um I'm gonna actually do a second live for a second, so that way we're not jumping into almost 30 minutes on a live. So give me 1 second. I'm going to end stream, and then we're gonna stream again. So